Hey everyone, TellTale's Reviews here. Today we're going to be showing you all my opinions on the Crash Bandicoot game, the original one. Now on the road to the Sane Trilogy, we will be covering the first three and the racing game by Naughty Dog. Later in the line we should be getting to other games in the series, but I want to start with the ones that I played the most, at least 2016. I played a lot of these games, and these games have become my favourites in the series. Wrath of Cortex coming in fifth, and Twin Sanity coming in sixth. It's probably because I played the Wrath of Cortex before. Let's start with that glorious plot. So a scientist called Dr. Neo Cortex is trying to invade an island known as Insanity Island. He also has his own little island and an island in between. He sends his commandos to world domination. Unfortunately, they don't have a leader, so he decides to choose a meddling marsupial who will become our protagonist, Crash. They find him in the wild with his girlfriend and use the Evolver Ray to boost them up to the stats they're at now, where they can easily run over something. Ruling an island is easier with these guys when they've evolved, but they need them under mind control or else they won't work. Fortunately for Crash, this doesn't work. He escapes, but forgetting that Tawna's there, Tawna being his girlfriend. He has to go back and save her, which he does, as you are the one controlling him to get Tawna back. It's a very solid plot, but it's been done before with stuff like Mario, where you're a nice plumber who hangs around with the princess gets captured, you gotta save her. This is the exact same thing, but I like it. It's a good story for this game, as it has new twists on it. As in, the Bandicoot's genetically modified. Now on to those sweet graphics. The graphics in this game. Where do I begin? Even though they're polygonal, they show a lot of depth. As you can see, Crash is very triangular. Very triangular. Normally, triangle means something like insanity in the world of animation. All these triangles on Crash's body isn't just a coincidence, and not because of polygonal, the polygonal era of the PlayStation 1. It's all because of the design. Crash is supposed to show insanity, which he does quite well, and he really shows it really well, like I said. Unfortunately though, the other characters kind of look bland, like copy and paste, which should be improved in the next few games. Especially the third game, but we'll get onto that when it comes to that. Now, let's move on to the gameplay. For this game, I have a lot to say about the gameplay, when in the other games, I won't have much to say. In this game, you're quite stiff. It works fine enough, but there's a few things I need to say. One is that you kind of have this jump that's like really weird. Take in the UK 1 pence coin and put it on a rope, and then get 2 chairs, place them about a meter away, and start flicking it and trying to get it on there. It's exactly the same. Thank you, Cadicarus, giving everyone a way of saying how it feels to jump in the game. Then we have the running, which is quite stiff and slow, but it works for now, and the Baku Mask can speed it up once you get through. And they also give you a extra hit point, and on 3 you make you invincible. The spinning is fine. Don't jump, land, and spin, or else you'll go flinging in the direction you can, which isn't really helpful, which can make you fall into pits or fire at many times during levels like Slippery Crime, which is the level I think I'm showing you right now. Can't really tell you that much. But unfortunately, like every game in the series, it improves over time. Neil said, unfortunately, it's so bad, but I'd be repeating myself. It isn't bad. It was wild for the first game. Plus, it's the first game in the trilogy that would later become I don't even know, but it was massive. It's got like about 6 main series games in it. 8 main series games in it, but I'm only focusing on the first 4 Naughty Dog games. This game was so popular that it appeared in Uncharted 4 as an Easter egg, because if you remember well, I said that Naughty Dog developed these games, and Naughty Dog used to own the rights to the original trilogy, and Universal took them and started getting other companies to continue with the legacy and story left off by Naughty Dog, leading to games like The Wrath of Cortex and Twinsanity, which are good games, just not as good as the originals. At least that's my opinion. Finally, we have the music. The music is very, very unique. It's not like many other music tracks where you can just go, that's nice, I'll listen to it at some time. No, it is very odd. A little fun fact, they were planning to use something called a urban chaotic symphony, which would take a lot of sounds and turn them into music. Naughty Dog didn't agree with this, so they never did it. But I do agree that this sounds amazing. I'm playing some at the back of the video. Don't know if you can hear it though. It sounds amazing, and it makes the game feel more atmospheric. It's like they took sounds from like African stuff, which makes sense because, you know, it's more of a natural vibe to that music. They took some music from there and then used it in their game. Josh Mansell, the composer, did a really good job. I don't know if he's come back for the new one, but probably not, because nothing else is from the old team. I think that this shows people actually care about stuff like this. That they'll give the music a shot. Naughty Dog even reused the Boulder Dash shot in Uncharted 4, like I said. But the music is something you can listen to in the car while you're going to sleep. Or maybe even just while you're playing a game. Like if you're playing Uncharted 4, you could just pop this on and listen to it. Some of my favourite songs in the whole series are from this, like the Insanity Beach, which is the main theme, and the Recovery boss fight theme. Unfortunately though, there's going to be flaws with the music, and of course there are in every game. Sometimes it can sound a bit, how do I say this, a bit too chaotic. Is that the right word? I mean that it's not always calm. Stuff like the Hog Wild section, even though it's one of my favourite songs, has a flaw where it's not like the other songs, making it less calm and relaxed, making you feel tense while playing it. The music's like ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. You might be able to hear it at one point during the video. I don't remember when, and I don't remember if I even put it in, but yeah. That's about it for the music. Now, how's about that ending? Now, the ending in the game, there's 2 of them, like in every game in the trilogy. And even in the Corn trilogy, if you include the Wrath of Cortex, which comes right after Crash Bandicoot Warped, as far as we're aware. Fun fact, That was developed by the people who developed the Lego games, Traveller's Tales. Also, they had a studio called Oxford Studios, which later developed Twinsanity, which was actually really fun. Anywho, the original ending you'll know is you'll meet Cortex on the blimp and you'll fight him for Tawna. If you win, you gain Tawna back. As you stand there, the red credits will roll, and that'll be the end of the game. Now the second ending. If you get all the gems in the game, all 26, you'll find a secret path in the Great Hall. Go down that path until you find Tawna and a bird. Ride on the bird with Tawna into the sunset. Then you learn about a few things from what happened after the game. Like Papu sold his hut or something, I don't remember. But I remember getting that ending. It was really happy. Now there is a cheat code and I'm gonna read it out. This cheat code is better than the super password. It's better because it lands you at the lab level with 98% completion. If you put triangle, 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 square, circle, square, x, x, square, circle, triangle, circle, square, circle, x, circle, x, circle, square, square, circle, square, x, x, at the password screen of the first game, in the original game, don't know about the Trilogy yet, it will lead you to a 98% completion, not 100%, at the lab, meaning you can go and get one last gem and save the game, so that you have actual evidence that you beat the game, and you can get 100%. The boss fights are very fun though, and I'd like to say that at the end. The boss fights are some of my favourite. But there's only 2 ways to save. This is the last floor, and then we'll end it here. There's only 2 ways to save. 1, you get a gem in the level, which is really hard to do, and it really isn't easy. If you try, you have to hit every box. And if you want to, go to the Tawna stage and beat it without dying. You'll be able to save then, and you'll also get showed your password. That's all I have to say. In my opinion, the game Crash Bandicoot 1 for the PS1 gets a solid 6.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. Next review, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back.